when you wanna mind the kind of give it hope when they down and out. Dig a hole so deep, ain't no climbing out. Yeah, I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, but just the best. Don't you see me out here shining, better flexing? I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, this the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever. Live forever.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Jameis Winston's Browns going up against Dak Prescott's Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Pittsburgh Steelers. First down, Winston. Out left side here to Bryant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now a second down throw for Winston. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third and short yardage. Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Winston now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 47 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Elliott. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First down, Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going up top. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. A good pickup there at 22. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage. Have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Here we go on 1st and 15. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. First half update now from Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Wow. that one took some guts. If this doesn't work, you're handing them incredible field position, but this head coach is undaunted, and he makes the call to go for it, and I'll be darned if they don't get the first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Take it back.
Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Prescott now on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Hardy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Prescott on first down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And to give this time to the tailback. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right near the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A second down throw for Prescott. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This fielded at the 2. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Off the play fake, Winston shrugs him off. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's third down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Ross on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. And now out come the Steelers. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Here's Muhammad. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Steelers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hardy. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll run with Muhammad. And coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds.
Case making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And an update now from down in Baltimore. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On 3rd down, Winston. It's caught. Jones. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Shift together here from the D-line. On the carry, it's Muhammad. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They go again with Muhammad, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And a punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense...
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Play action now. Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They go play action. Winston. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Winston from the gun on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Browns send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Second down, Prescott. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And the Steelers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hardy. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And an update now from down in Baltimore. And the Ravens have added to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott from the gun. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Out of his end zone, Winston. And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can't, Brandon. And not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy, but time's starting to become a factor.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Now Prescott. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, and you and your brothers just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run past midfield. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll run it on the toss as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Steelers on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. They're in the 4th in Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That's fielded in the end zone. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Here's Winston. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down now after the incompletion. Winston. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Winston to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Now Winston. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. That'll bring up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast. Maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running with Allen. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Oh, man. And it'll work out for them as they get the 1st down.
Jameis now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Off the play fake, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Jameis to throw it. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Yeah, low fish.